Hi, friends. It's Miss Crowdis, and we just finished reading the story, The Hat. And now we are going to compare and contrast. So we're going to find out what's the same and what is different about the hat and the mitten. Okay? So we are going to compare and contrast these two stories using our Venn diagram. So on this side, this will be the characters that are in the mitten. So just in the mitten. And on this side will be the characters that are just in the hat. And if their characters are in the mitten and the hat, it will go in the middle because it is in both stories. So I am going to hold up a character or an object that was in the story, and then we need to decide if it was in the mitten and the hat or if it was in both of the stories. All right. So first I have a mitten. Was the mitten in just the mitten story? Was it in the hat story or was it in it both? Right. It was just in the mitten story. So we'll put the mitten here. The next one is the hedgehog. Was the hedgehog in the mitten, the hat, or in both? Right. It was in both of the stories. So we're going to put that in the middle. The hedgehog was in both stories. The next one I have is the stocking or the sock. Was that in the hat or the mitten? Or in both? Right. It was in the hat because the hedgehog wore it as a hat. All right. And here is our friend Lisa. Was she in the mitten or the hat or in both? Right. She was in the hat. Okay. How about the owl? Was the owl in the mitten, the hat, or both? Right. The owl was in the mitten. Our next character, the horse. Which one was that in? The mitten, the hat, or both? Right, the hat. Okay, our next one is the mouse. Which story was the mouse in, or was he in both? Yeah, the mouse was just in the mitten. Our next character is the dog. Is the dog in the mitten, the hat, or in both? Right. The dog, the farm dog, it's called, was in the hat. Okay. How about the rabbit? Which story was the rabbit in? Or was he in both? Yes, he was in the mitten. The pig. Which one was the pig in? Or was he in both? Yes, he was in the hat. Bring him over a little bit. He was in the hat, just in the hat. The mole. Was the mole in the mitten, the hat, or both? Right, just in the mitten. Went inside the mitten. Okay. We have the cat. Was there a cat in the mitten, in the hat, or both? Right, in the hat. Okay. How about the bear? Was the bear in the mitten, the hat, or was he in both of the stories? Yes, he was in the mitten. Stretched out that mitten. Okay. The hen? Was he in the mitten, the hat, or both? Right, the hat. Ooh, the fox. Which story was the fox in, or was he in both? Right, he was just inside the mitten. Okay, here's the gander, the goose. Is he in the mitten, the hat, or both? Right, in the hat. Okay, put him on the outside here. There he is. And one more, friends. The badger. Which one was the badger in? The mitten, the hat, or was the badger in both? Yes. Just in the mitten. All right, so let's take a look at our Venn diagram. It looks like we only had one character that was the same in both stories, and that was who? Right, the hedgehog was the only one that was the same in both stories. In the mitten, we had the mitten, the owl, the mouse, the rabbit, the mole, the bear, the fox, and the badger. And what happened to that mitten? Yeah, it got stretched out. It got stretched out. And then at the end of the story, when he took it home to his baba, it was all stretched out. Yeah. Wondering how did that happen? And in the hat, we had Lisa, the stocking, the horse, the dog, the pig, the cat, the hen, and the gander. And what did these characters do? Yeah, they went and they took all of Lisa's clothes and wore them as hats to stay warm. Awesome job, friends.